I'll just say you can kind of see like the hollow out in this area. It expands like maybe 8 to 12 feet around, and then it's pretty much just dirt with like lights lining the different glass walls of the elevator. And it's very much a single track elevator, like it was meant to be one way in, one way out kind of deal.
Mm-hmm.
Just if he can, he's gonna like have positioned himself behind her or something. He's just gonna lean like over her shoulder, say, and whisper, specifically whisper it to where the others can't hear her.
I mean, I'm still on your back.
Oh, he doesn't care if you hear or if Ray hears, but
Okay.
the others is in the others of the party. When we get out, hang back with me for a second. I need to tell you some stuff.
Yes, and I need to tell you more things.
And just, well, nod and then lean back, you know.
She'll glance at Alex and she'll say, if we get a minute, I think I can help with that.
Thanks.
Alright. As you guys notice it in the lights line it, you just feel a sinking feeling as you go down this elevator that feels like it goes for almost like 15-20 minutes.
Is it just like the four of them and then like the others are on the other side of the elevator? Or...
You all are just jammed in this elevator, essentially.
Not a whole lot of room.
Yeah, there's like enough room for each of you to stand without being on top of one another, and that's about it.
She'll look up at you guys because even Ray is taller than her.
Yep.
And she's not wearing her goth boots today. She's wearing her hiking boots, so it doesn't give her any like height at all. And she'll say, "I know this is awkward because I was sort of, I don't know, in competition with Daniel. But whatever's going on, she's not the only one who knows."
What do you mean?
That again kind of quirks his head. How so? Who else?
She kind of glances to the other side of the elevator, like when we're in a wider area, because even though Sakura is her best friend, she like legitimately, honestly doesn't know, like,
Out of character. How do they were all 6 there at the same time when you arrived? There's no real difference in what I think you would know that we know from what they know.
do they? Well, I don't know if this out of character question is like, because obviously I know things as a player that my character doesn't know. So essentially, like, she doesn't know if, like, Sakura and Martin and them know about Simmons and Leon, essentially. OOC.
Yeah. My only thing is, I don't know that you know we know. Wow, this is getting really complex.
Yeah. So she's like
The levels
basically-
of deception.
We're descending into a pit, and we're like, what do they know that I know that they think I know that I think they don't know?
What the...
Yeah, there's total context for that. It's on the side listening, very confused. So she'll say, well, I could show you if my phone wasn't dead, but it's kind of dead.
It would be better that you don't use your phone too often. especially around this kind of sensitive material.
Okay, she's gonna tell them, like, that she talked to Simmons. She's gonna wait till they're out of the elevator to do it.
So,
Yeah.
alright. Ray will then sort of look at you, and he'll sort of give you a slight nod.
This whole time, Martin's been paying attention to, like, the architecture, everything that you guys are seeing that's supported this tunnel, and just, like, how well engineered it is. Then, while he's looking at that, he'll go, so, you think any of us are gonna end up like Aaron?
God,
It's
hope not.
possibility. But if we work together and cautiously, we'll get out of this fine.
What happened to Aaron?
He is
Missing.
He's
Yeah.
dead. At least that's what Gen told us.
The same way Kenzo.
No. He's
when
missing.
Kenzo abducted me. Aaron drove his truck through the advancement building. Kenzo stabbed him. It was out of character 6 times, right?
Yeah, he stabbed Aaron like 7-8 times.
He stabbed him 7, maybe 8 times. And he snapped Kenzo's neck. I'm only here, and at this point, again, kind of undoes his gi around his waist and opens it up a bit to where you can see the large amounts of scarring now on his chest. And the only reason I lived long enough to let these heal is because he got me out. But I had to leave him as Umbrella forces were on their way.
So you see on her face that Annika's putting like some contextual pieces together in her mind about probably some conversation she had with someone. And she goes, that goddamn fucking liar.
Interesting.
My cousin is just a shithead like every other person in my family.
As you, I think we all know by now who your cousin is, right?
She mentioned that Vlad and Kenzo were roommates, but she'll say, I should have known. Vlad is such a liar.
As you say, Vlad, Alexander penance his grip on Gen.
You may want to reserve judgment until after. All of this, not everyone is participating of their own free will.
He tried. He tried to. And she's having trouble like stringing her thoughts together. He left me in that room.
As I said, not everyone's participating of their own free will.
And he wanted me to not check on Ray.
Probably hoping you didn't get involved in all of this.
Yeah.
Gen says, motioning to the to the elevator around them with his head since he has to hold Alex onto him.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm too fucking curious for my own good when I see things I should stay away from.
Well, looks like we're all too
Common
fucking
trait.
Well, we have commentary among all of us. We're too fucking curious to see what the fuck's going on in this damn school.
She says and turns and winks at Reno.
The ship, it survives.
You kidding me? It's more than survived. It's built a sister ship to drag along with it, just in case.
Listen, she'll give him all the time in the world to learn to swim and heal from his trauma. No pressure.
And I'll help you out through your traumas.
Yes.
Through gaming. Or whatever else.
She goes, I think, she pauses and she says, whatever the case is, I just don't trust the teachers.
Don't worry. We're probably in the same boat here.
Shouldn't trust anyone.
Technically true, shouldn't trust anyone.
At least no one outside of those you can verify.
And then Soccer will pop up. Shouldn't we be a little concerned that the guy with the CIA told us to just willfully go along with this?
Annika will tilt her head and say,
We met this person.
yeah, he's with Simmons.
Yeah, they work
Yep.
together apparently.
She looks sheepish and goes, well,
I mean, we're still just kids for the most part. Why would any grown adult agent, anyone, just willfully be like, hey, go with whatever the headmistress says, even if it gets you in a secret underground lair left by who knows who?
Probably because of what
maybe
we are.
if
by
they gave
umbrella.
one of us their number so we could contact them.
That, or maybe because we're students. I mean, students are far closer to the situation than the agents.
It's
We're also
And-
expendable.
And we're also
They're
talented in our own fields.
she's like, whatever the case, that Kennedy guy was definitely super interested in
Yeah.
the fungus thing and
Yeah.
whatnot.
And with that, the elevator hits the bottom. It attaches to like a small circular capsule point, and you kind of see like two gray locking pieces come up and hold it where it is. And then the door slides open as you see a bridge like retract out across the 8-foot gap to it. I think we're here, Akari says.
So they certainly
Right,
got
mind,
the ambiance down.
You mind taking point? Also, for safety purposes, Alex, I'm gonna need to set you down. I'm gonna have to be in front as well.
Okay. He'll slowly climb out.
Give me a quick sec. What can I roll to help Alex?
You can just roll a med tech roll.
Yeah, and while everybody else is filing out, again, we'll set Alex down and take a little bit longer to talk to.
He'll like reluctantly let go. Cause scared.
Gen does kind of like reassure you, puts a hand on your shoulder as she's.
15?
D100, please.
God damn it, these dice hate me.
Y'all
I
gotta
missed-
stop fumbling on everything.
I might die by my
Chris-
own teammate.
Chris is stealing the luck from everyone else.
Yeah, I blame Chris.
Listen, I'd hand some of it out if I could. Y'all just need to make your sacrifices to the dice gods.
I'm gonna get killed by my own teammates. Oh, okay, I'm fine.
77?
Okay, so pretty much like you do look at Alex. It seems like most of it's like he'll get better with time, but you do wrap up like the little electrical burn that he has from when he gripped the badge, and he does heal up 1 wound point.
Sorry, just learning new skills. She flashes you an awkward smile.
It's
Once
fine.
everyone's filed out, Gen will pipe up. Yeah, so now that we're alone enough, outside of Ray, myself, and Alex, be careful what you say to others. That is, if you value their lives. And with that, Gen just stands up,
Wait,
looks at Alex.
hang on a second. What did you mean about Vlad?
We should talk
Put it
about
to you this
later.
way. Until I know it's safe to tell you, if I told you, your life could be in danger.
I already, like, it already is.
Let me put it to you this way. It'll be in danger from the staff. And there's no way that we can hide it. The knowledge is
It comes with a
hard to
price.
keep. Yeah. Are you willing to take that risk?
Yes.
Vlad doesn't exist. Your memories of him, some of them might be real. He was a real person at one point. But since then he has been erased.
Would she have any context of him, like, going missing, like, any family, like, rumors or anything?
As far as you know, Vlad's been your cousin forever, and he's been around. I mean, he ended up at the school a little bit before you did, like maybe a year or two. But like, there's no recollection where you've been like, maybe like he wasn't around or just disappeared for long periods of time. To your knowledge, he was just always around.
She, like, how is that possible? He's literally,
Yen
like,
taps his forehead because there's a little chip in your brain.
would Annika remember, like, the pain and the, like, I think you said she got, like, a headache, like a splitting headache before she passed out?
I mean, you'd have remembered of having the headache when you picked up the badge.
I had this terrible feeling in my head when I picked up the badge the first time. Like,
That
my
would be your chip.
head was splitting open.
That's your chip telling you not to touch something.
But I did, though.
There are moments of deviation for everyone. You ever notice how you've never been late to class? How everyone kind of works as though on rail tracks?
Yeah, like, nobody, like, disrupts class or
Yeah.
it has an accident.
Your cousin was the one that enlightened me.
Blinded us.
I don't know.
Before or
I'd
after?
argue Bindi set you on the road to enlightenment.
By discouraging me, maybe.
Either way, as I said, your cousin was erased.
And then
I don't know that he was an assistant yet, do I? Because I don't think Ray told me.
No, they told us that he was an assistant.
Oh yeah, but I don't know that he's been deactivated. Is what I was saying.
I think we talked about it, no? Or was
Did
that like?
Do you remember? Skull?
Annika goes,
It's up
he
to
said,
Skull if he told you guys if he told you they heard assistant disabled.
I think I
she'll
told
say,
you guys. Yeah, I told you guys. Assistant disabled.
she'll say, he said before he walked away, that was the last time he'd ever talked to me.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Because he was disabled.
Yeah.
How long ago was he
An hour ago.
fake?
Oh.
No, I mean
How long has it been a fake?
the roommates. He was roommates with Kenzo.
Kenzo was.
Everybody
one of the
has
few-
it.
Kenzo was one of the few that had his chip deactivated. But if you're asking when he became an assistant, how many years ago was it that he won the tournament?
Vlad? He won it his first year, and he was in his fourth and final year.
If I had to guess, he's been gone for 3 years.
But
I think that's enough questions for now. We should get back to the others. Out of character. Gen he's taken enough risks telling you shit and is going to wait to see if you explode before divulging anymore.
Beep, 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 beep.
Annika goes. She said something about people on the outside. Like as you go to walk away.
Yeah, I know about them too.
What, like our family? Are my parents fake too? Like,
Those might be. I think the people you think she's referring to aren't exactly the same people that she was referring to.
no, like you don't understand. My family's fucked up. Vlad was like one of the only good people in my family. So if we can she's sort of stringing along together like I'm pissed that like the only good person I had in my family was fucked by these people. Annika has a couple of minutes alone. She's gonna punch the elevator wall.
You do.
Cool. And she shakes her hand out a little bit as she follows you guys.
Again, make sure
Yeah.
that he's in front of the group.
I'm also up front, so I don't know how big the hall is to let two people be up front.
The bridge weighs about the same size as the elevator door in width, so it's like maybe 5 foot wide. So you guys make your way across the door. Then when you get to the front of it, there's 2 white sliding doors, and it says Facility M above it. And then the doors just kind of slowly creak open like they haven't been used in who knows how long.
That isn't creepy.
Ominous as fuck.
Let me see.
And
in my
then the whole
notes.
area kind of spotlights up as it starts showing like a main hall area, then like multiple other branching halls.
OOC, it was S476, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Alright, let's delve deeper, I guess.
Sakura, would you mind
if-
making sure nothing comes in behind us?
Yeah. She'll basically hold her phone up. One of you with a scout phone. If you need help, call me.
Yeah.
If like Gen and Ray are up front and Alex is kind of near the back because you know he's still like a little bit fucked up. I think Annika would look at him and she would say, how much does she know about what you know?
She doesn't know about the. He slightly points with his head. She doesn't know about that. I'll be whispering it all.
Oh, she's like, no, I mean, how much does the headmistress know about what you know?
She at least knows that we have noticed things. They may have also noticed that my thing is defective. After all, I did tell that to Vlad, so.
And that he's like a spy.
They may already know and may have plans to deal with me.
She glances around. I mean, and Tommy, out of character, did she feel a pop when she fell down, or did she just get a headache and pass out?
Just a headache and a pass out.
She says, you guys, meaning like the three of them, you're the only ones who really know that I spoke with Kennedy and Simmons.
Well, we know about them.
For the sake of getting some more stuff done this session, Martin's gonna pop up holding up the map as he's anagramming it. Guys, I really don't want to be down here any longer than we gotta be, please.
Sorry, yeah, what are we looking for?
She says that she wants us to find room B56. This hallway is labeled B, that one's labeled F, and that one's labeled H. I'm guessing they have to intersect at some point. Hopefully we can find a better preserved map than this, as he's holding it up where it's literally almost washed out.
Yeah,
Just point me in the right direction.
so we have to follow B then, and she'll point to the...
I'm guessing that's the only room that I can really decipher at this moment.
Then let's go.
Yeah.
Start there then.
Let's see where we can find plays, yeah.
Alright. You guys will open up and then hallway B is the one next to the receptionist's desk, essentially, and like the main hall area. You can see that there's like a couple portraits on the main hall where they lit it up, and then it's very white and surgical in nature. When hallway B opens up, you can see that only like a handful of lights cut on because this area hasn't been used in decades, it looks like. And the hallway's very dark and shimmered. I guess double file? Don't fall behind?
Yeah, I was almost gonna say there's like nothing that we could probably find in the receptionist desk.
You can search the desk if you want to.
Get
Oh,
reaches into
Yeah.
his backpack and pulls out his low light goggles.
I'll probably start searching.
Yeah, Annika's curious if the number on the badge means anything to this area.
The number on the badge is not there anymore. You only saw that once.
Oh,
Right, but she can remember that it was there.
Yep.
Okay, so
Give me 1 sec. I'm gonna see what
This
I'm gonna
isn't
have
creepy
Kevin
at all.
roll.
holding my breath out of fear. I don't know what you're talking about. Everything's fine.
Don't think about it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just awareness notice.
Yeah, I'd say for the sake of this session, just roll awareness notice.
For the 31.
Okay, with that, you can see that there's like a single flashlight with a couple batteries left in the desk. You can also see that there's a bottle of painkillers in the desk too. And then the computer at the desk looks like it was built in like the mid 1980s and just doesn't turn on anymore.
Oh god, the chunky ass motherfucker.
Yeah, like those big old brick computers that people mine for gold nowadays.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm tempted to just, break the computer and see if I could gather parts from it. Can I
Yep,
do,
pull out its drive. Like,
can I do
maybe
that?
it does have information on it.
I guess roll me a system knowledge, because this is very old hardware.
Do I get a...
I'll say because you're hacker man off the bat, you can have a +1.
Hackerman?
21.
Nice.
You can see that the panel for the monitor and then the desktop computer, the cords that linked them together have been frayed, like broken apart. You can't tell whether it was raw intentionally cut. When you look at the computer, the side panel is off and it looks like it's been salvaged quite some time ago. Like it's just the shell at this point. You do get one clue out that computer though, is that there is one chip that was left in it that has a triangle on it.
Would I know its specific use or not?
No, but you get the feeling that this chip's more modern than the computer itself, and it looks like it was just dropped by mistake when they were pulling stuff out.
By then, I'll probably, pocket this secretly away from the eyes of the others, just in case, if they're influenced.
Alright, so you do it, and you essentially have like about 5-6 painkillers, and these can be used to delay the effective damage for a certain amount of time. Is how they work in game. It's pretty much like they don't stop you from being hurt, but they pretty much give you like a temporary health buff.
I look at the painkillers, I'm like, I'll take one, and then I'll give the pill bottle to Annika.
With the one you take, you temporarily regain 3 wound points, and out of character, it'll last about like 2 hours of in-game time.
Okay. So I'll be at 1 wound point, but then I'll go back to 4.
Yep.
Okay.
And then any damage you get with the painkillers, the painkiller damage will come back and stack. And then the flashlight has enough batteries for about 5-6 hours.
I look at the front, like, do they need, other than Gan having his
My low
headlight?
light visions. No, they aren't a headlight. They're low light vision goggles. So essentially, even if it's dark, I can still see.
Yeah, Gen's literally Bravo 6 going dark.
I mean, I look at them like, I found a flashlight if we need it,
Best we can use it. Unless it's
That
gonna
would be
blind-
really.
Unless it's gonna
Help.
blind him.
Yeah, can't really
Low light
see about
is
them.
not. It won't blind again. It just will be a little bright.
Yeah.
And even then, that would only be in the parts that are lit up.
So Annika, after she takes the pills, I think would probably like jog to catch up to Gen. He tall.
Yeah.
Yep.
And she's gonna say, "Hey,
Yes.
I noticed your reaction when you saw Madge. I'll have to say, I didn't just see someone hand something through the gate.
What'd you see?
Glowing red eyes.
And with that, Martin goes, "Oh, there's the room."
Damn you and your
Talk about
freaking...
it later.
Tommy and his suspense is gonna kill me. What do we see when we go in this room? Was it like a... was
you
clearly
guys-
a facility of some kind?
Yeah, you guys get up to the door that Martin's just trying to open it. It looks like it's stuck. Maybe the battery for the sliding end of it broke. Again, can you He-Man it real quick?
Again, rip the
Sure.
door off hinges.
Don't forget to
More
punch.
like he just,
Do you want some
more
help
like
again?
he just backs up, kicks the door.
Again, you want some help with that?
Sure.
Yeah, I'll help.
Ready? On three.
Yep.
One, two,
Two.
three. And let's kick.
Yep. When you both kick, the door kind of flexes in, then flexes back out. You get the feeling it goes to the side, not forward.
Ah. Alright, in that case,
Cool.
puts hands. Just gonna try and rip it that way.
Alright, it takes a little bit of time. This door's almost rusted in place just with how inactive it's been. But
Is there an
eventually,
Annika-sized hole when they start pushing it?
I mean, there can be, it's slowly opening, so if you're just gonna go in as soon as it's wide enough, you can.
She'll glance at Alex and be like, "Can I borrow that?" And she'll point to the flashlight.
Okay. I'll probably follow Annika then.
Yeah,
I'll give
she'll
you the-
slide through the hole.
Yes, leave your two big, stocky people who are already infected, so it doesn't matter if they get reinfected, behind, while you two squishy people who are ranged run inside first,
So,
while the door is too small for the rest of us.
She can heal things, maybe.
You can't heal the infection. I'm telling you now.
alright.
I'm small.
The door's slowly opening, but Annika goes through and cuts the flashlight on. There's cobwebs everywhere. The floor's metal, and then there's a desk with like a terminal on it. This computer looks much more advanced and newer than the one at the front desk. Like maybe it was used in like the 2000s at the latest.
Huh.
I'll try to see if I can turn it on.
And there's also a portrait where like the face has been ripped out of it essentially, but you can see it's like some people in a lab coat essentially, like just in a room like holding an award. And there's also like a bookshelf and then like a facility map that's like just metal etching onto the wall.
Well, that's helpful, but
When they run in, Gen's gonna be like, "Hey, what the hell are you doing?" And, kind of redouble his efforts to
you say where the
throw
face is
door
ripped
open.
off?
Yeah.
Is it like Beauty and the Beast, where the Beast just slashed it, and she
No,
can kind of
it's-
like...
It's kind of like the top half of the painting where you can see everyone's facial features down to like a little below their shoulders is just not there anymore.
Is there anything on the desk, like, because I think Kevin said he wanted to look at the computer, but is there anything else on the desk that she could look and see if she recognizes?
There's a stack of papers.
Okay, she'll take those.
Alright, so for the sake of brevity, we'll just say like the door does open. There was nothing bad in there. Good thing there wasn't, because that could have gone awful quick.
Of course. I mean, guys, real threats.
Gen's gonna march right over to the two of them